Hey FLOSSTUBE, it's Leigh from Creative Leigh on Sunday the 19th of May 2024 with FLOSSTUBE number, have to look, 225. Welcome back to my weekly YouTube channel about counted cross stitch on a very overcast, is it going to rain, not sure kind of day. It's about, I don't know, I can't see the clock, 1ish maybe, 1 p.m, maybe just after on Sunday. I've been trying to get a whole heap of stuff done today because I go away next week and I like to leave my house in a nice state when I leave. So I'm just taking a break between having got all the edges and stuff done on the lawns, and I hope to get out there before it gets dark to do at least half the lawns, and I can do the other half tomorrow. I'm working from home tomorrow. And then I think it rains on Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll see how we go. My battery tends to get flat. I need to get a new battery for my lawnmower, a bigger battery, and I haven't got around to it. So never mind. That's the weather report and the lawns. I don't even know. I feel very, what am I doing today? I did just whip out and grab myself a takeaway coffee. It was all right. And a raspberry donut. That was better than the coffee. Maybe I shouldn't have had the sweet thing followed by the coffee, but never mind. I felt like a wee treat for doing all the housework and 4 loads of laundry and being outside and etc, etc. A little bit of stitching to show you. Some plans went awry. That's great. What else has been going on though? So yeah, I think last week was just super busy at work. I didn't have anything extra on, I don't think. Just a very full work week. A couple of really long days. I think by Thursday night I'd already done 40 hours and I only get paid for 37 and a half. So Friday was some bonus hours for work, and then by 3 o'clock I was hitting a wall. I was yawning and I was like, I could just go home, but I didn't. So because I'm leaving where I've worked and I've been there for 19 years, I've sort of booked an hour a week in my calendar just to kind of go through stuff. So some personal stuff on the work repository, and there's some other stuff that needs tidying, and so I sort of spent an hour on Friday just, I found some random stuff that I was like, oh, don't need this, and file this. So yeah, just did a bit of admin-y stuff in preparation for my eventual departure from where I work now. But yeah, this week coming up is going to be a bit busy. I've got 3 days at work. On Tuesday night, my friend and I are going to Dawn French comedy show. Then on Thursday, I will drive up to Dad's in Kawerau. I've got Friday off as well. Saturday, I'm going to go over to the Waikato to visit with a bunch of friends, including some stitchy friends. Just a day. It's like about 2.5 hour drive from my dad's back over to the Waikato area. And then I'll be working remotely from Dad's on the Tuesday and the Thursday, drive back to Wellington on the Friday. Got a friend here from Dunedin going to the art show on the Saturday. That'll be the first. Holy heck, it's the first already. And then thank goodness Monday the 3rd, I guess it is King's birthday weekend, so we get a long weekend, so I'll have Sunday and Monday to recover from my vacation. Yeah, so the annual art show is coming up. That's pretty exciting. I'm not planning to spend any money this year, but I enjoy going with my little art buddies. Speaking of art, a couple of people have asked in the past, and one person, Barbara, this last week in my comments, just about the art. I should move stuff around more often. That's the intention when I get more framed. But no, these are not stitched. These are just these Banksy, and I've got other street art framed as well. Like Greg Fing? I can't remember their names. I've got 3 different artists, including Banksy. They're just greetings cards that I collected over the years because it's cool, and the frames are like $2 or $3 from Kmart, so super cheap frames, and I just collected a bunch of cards, and I've got 6 there and I've got 3 on another wall, but I do want to shuffle some stuff around. So yeah, they're just, sometimes I have expensive things to frame and sometimes I have $3 things to frame. So yeah, just if you are interested, I did do a little art tour at the beginning or during video, FLOSSTUBE number 79, that's a couple of years ago now. You're welcome to go back, have a look around and talk about some of the art I've got on the walls, including some framed things. There's definitely more on the wall since then. I should do during winter I might do an updated kind of tour. It's kind of useful to have it as well for insurance purposes, so because I will talk about the thing and the artist or whatever, and whether it was a print or a reproduction or what have you, it just helps having a record, right? Should anything happen. So it's a useful thing to have. Anyway, blah blah blah. Yeah, FLOSSTUBE number 79 if you want to have a look at some of the art I've got up on the walls. It's a bit random. Nothing's terribly expensive. But yeah, so Dad's doing okay. The last I heard, he had made it 10 days without a trip to hospital, so that's great. Looking forward to seeing him on Thursday night, and that's pretty much it. Those of you who've been around a little while, I've been assessing about this series. This is the last one in this series, book 15. It's the end of this series, and it's, what am I, halfway through? Of course, it's like 478 pages of tiny writing. Nalini Singh, Fijian born, New Zealand, but lives in New Zealand. I think she spent a lot of her adult life in New Zealand. Great. I love it. So it's Brandon is fantasy. It's actually more sci-fi, a little bit spicy, but that's not the main point. It's just great. I love it so much. So this is the last one. I'm going to be so sad when it's finished. I do have the next series. There's an adjacent series, like a spin-off. Same world, but a whole bunch of new characters. I'm sure I'll get into it, but I'm going to miss this bunch of characters. This one's sort of, essentially the series finished at a certain point after book 14, and this one's almost like a little transitional book, and it's bringing in little updates, but through the storyline, not like just little updates of what all the different characters have been introduced throughout the series. So it's so good. If you like her writing, I'm absolutely freaking obsessed with her writing, and there's a whole Archangel Angel series that I need to start as well, but I think it's got like cast of characters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages of cast of characters now. It's so good. Anyway, I'm bittersweet that I'm gonna finish this probably tomorrow. Yeah, but anyway, last one, and then I'll start the trilogy series, which is the spin-off. I think that one's still going. I don't think that's finished or complete. I'm not sure. It's about 7 or 8 in there. I don't know, I'm making that up. I haven't even looked. Excited about that. Anyway, I should drink my coffee while it's not cold. You come for the random. No, you come for the stitching, you stay for the random. Okay, I do have a couple of new things to show you. Part 3 of the Halloween cross-stitch ball sale was released by Cherry Parker, $5 New Zealand on Etsy, bargain. So purchase that. I have only stitched one part, so I'm technically behind if I'm stitching the sale. Look at me recycling paper. I picked that up from work. It was just a whole bunch of paper had been printed like that. And I'm putting it through my printer because it was going to go in the bin, and that seems very wasteful. Part 3, should I show you, give you a sneak peek of what the sections look like. Of course, you don't need to finish as a ball. What is the bonus one today? The bonus piece must be the boat. So this is the bonus decoration. You only get the bonus ones when you buy it as a sale, the monthly parts. When Sherry releases this at the end of the sale as one packet, you won't get the bonus little ornaments, but those are the ones that I need to stitch. So I'm going to take this to my dad's because I haven't stitched part 2. Just got part 3, and I've only stitched one element for part 1. It's on 25 count Lugana, so easy to stitch. I'm going to get all the flosses out of my kit. I'm going to take this to my dad's and possibly it's all I'll take to Dad's just to stitch on. Easy stitching in Dad's crappy light. Nice little finishes. I might take one other project, we shall see. But I picked that up. And then I got my, what month is this? April 2024 Silks of the Month from Silks for You. Different kind of palette, like it. Really good peacocky palette. So not, this time not 5 tones, shades of the same color, but 5 very complementary colors, but not with a highly variegated one. I quite like that. The really variegated ones do throw me. I've got so many and I find them really hard to use the whole thing. But anyway, beautiful. So I am pleased with that. Phew, I'm really hot. Being outside doing yard work, and it's so that's what's new, my subscription and my sale. So yeah, so hopefully next Sunday, my next video I'll do from Dad's will be a little bit rough around the edges, aren't they all? I will probably just be updating you on my sale, who knows. I am hoping to catch up with a few people, a couple of stitchy friends on Saturday. So yeah, I might need to take another project to stitch rather than that one. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It'll be a surprise. I need to get all sorted on Wednesday after work, and that will be when I'll make a decision about what I'm taking. Okay, stitching. I made great progress on my 2 leap year sale projects. I only showed them recently. I kind of left them to the end of April to stitch my April goals, and I was like, well, it's the middle of May, isn't it? So I turned that around and I kept going on them, and both of them were tricky to stop again. So first up, I picked up Women in Profile, and this is by Cross Stitch Collectibles. I'm down here, so I'm gonna be at least a couple of years away from getting to my favorite colors, but how exciting is that, getting all the, but there's still, it's such a lot of fun stitching in this area, like, because there's actually a bunch of color in there. And this one is on 20 count Nougat Aida from Zweigart using the Core 4 DMC. And they have 122,000 stitches on this. My monthly goal is to stitch around 2,552 stitches, and this month I did 2,566, so it's a little bit over just to finish the thread off, and I am now about 30 stitches ahead of target, so I'm at 7689 instead of, and my target was 7656, so just keeping my monthly target there. And I did have to grab, because I haven't fully kitted these up, I just grabbed initially where I needed multiple skeins of a colour. I bought, went and bought those, and then when I kitted it up, I kind of looked at what the colours were I need in that corner, grabbed those out of my stash. But I needed a couple of extra colours, and so I had, last time you saw this, you had a few gaps. That's where we are there. So I filled those gaps in. So I needed a couple of oranges and things. So pretty much it's solid from here down to here. That's all filled in. So I needed a couple of oranges and things to fill in a few gaps in here, a few gaps in here. Basically I'm just stitching, so I pick a colour. So next time I pick it up, I'll pick, I started working some more blue up here. So there's a bit more up here. There's a lot more black to go in here, but I can only stitch so much black at a time. I don't know if you can see, there's subtle dark blue in of that lady's dress. It's very, as I said before, like a batik, a really dark batik. So I'm thrilled with it. This is just so fun. Yes, it's 3 months, so 3 months down, and trying to do maths. How many is it? 48. 45 to go. 45 months to go for my leap year self, that one. So really happy with it. Then next, picked up the other one. So Procession of Princesses by Vivsters. Again, working down here. This one is 20 count ivory linen, Aida from Zweigart using DMC. I think there's some metallic in it somewhere. We'll find out when we get there. I think it's just calls for DMC. I've got DMC. This one, I have a monthly goal of around 1700 stitches. So to keep on track, I needed to get to 5100. I'm at 5106. So I stitched 16 and 99. So 1699. No one says 1699. So I'm just a fraction over my goal there. That's on this one. And here it is. So similar to the other one, I had to grab a couple of colours to add to the kit. Last time we saw it, I had started filling in a couple of these flowers. I had stitched the outline for those, a little bit of outline up here. So I filled in so I had all the blues, the dark blue stitched in here. So I filled in the rest of the blue and then all of the pink. So that's all done. All of the flowers, added a bunch of outline. So these are all the flowers in this section, all filled in. And yeah, so 1699 brought me up to that one right at the edge. So essentially I could fill in next time. Well, there's a pattern in there and stuff, and there's more obviously outline to go. I don't want to outline too far ahead. To fill all this in with this color, I kind of need to do a bit more outline up here, but isn't it fun? So I love it. I love that the projects, like for me, they're related because they're both based on artwork by Victoria Sechin. However, they're so different in their style, and I do the dark one first and get all like dark and moody and super. It has blocks of colour like the black and the navy, but they're all kind of, and then quite a bit of confetti with all the little colours. And then this one is less confetti, but there are things like, 2 random stitches in that flower may not have appeared anywhere else. That did happen, in fact, I think. And here, 2 little stitches in the middle of this blue one, this lavender one, they haven't appeared anywhere else yet. But there's 500 odd stitches of that colour somewhere else, but that's the only place they are so far. So it's less confetti, so it's a bit more structured but brighter, so it's just nice to have the contrast. So they were great successes. And now we get to my supposed goals that I've decided have gone all awry and I'm not happy with them. It might be why I haven't started them before. So we had the 2 projects to start. My May stitched on my bluish fabrics, and I asked you guys to vote butterfly over the peacock, and butterfly was Butterfly Garden. Butterfly Garden won like 5 to 1. So started it, I don't like it. My fabric's too light, so that's fine. Sure, it's blue, but I didn't really appreciate how light a lot of the colors are. On here, like this butterfly, these little flowers in here, this up here, all through here, these little flowers through here, actually super light. And even the white, couldn't see the white stitching at all. I stitched a little bit of it. I changed the outline to one of the light blues. I don't mind the outline having changed it, but everything else is too light. So I either need darker fabric or I need to change the colors. These are like all doubled. So all of these tags, I've got 2 colors on each tag. So and it's a freaking mess. It's too many colors to change. I don't want to change the colors. I like the colors and I've already pulled them all. So there's something like, I know I'm going to make this up, something like 40 colors. And a good half of them would change. And if I change half of them, I then probably have to change the next one, because an example where, let me show you what I might do. So where's one of the colors that's too light? For example, this light blue, I'd likely change that light blue symbol to that blue, and then I need to get another one to go darker. So I still have to change sort of 2/3 of the colours. Anyway, I need a darker fabric. That's just how it is. So here is my stitching, and it's too light. That's the blue outline instead of the white. You couldn't see the white at all. This wing is infilled with white. So if I bring it close, if I go here, you go, they look the same. That one's filled in and that one's not. It's just too light. And these flowers here, way too light. And all they have is some stalks that go up. So it's gonna look like some stalks. Just not happy with it. So bad choice of fabric. You know what? Sometimes we get it wrong. So I'm going to frog this and put this fabric away for something else. And I don't have any fabric. So I've got a couple of projects that need different shades of blue. So I'm going to go through Catherine from Country Stitches catalogue and kind of pick 4 or 5 of her blues and just order fat 8ths, an 1/8 of each of them. And then I want a couple for that one that's got 2 different coloured fabrics on it by Liz Matthews. Can't remember, it's a house and stuff, and I don't like the fabric that I've got. I've got something I could make work, but it's 28 count and I want to do it on 36. I want to do this on 36. So if I order 4 or 5 different blues, then I'll pick 2 for that, and then I'm sure I'll pick 1, and they won't be as motley and as pale. So bad choice of fabric. So gave it a shot, and it goes this way. I gave it a shot, and like even that pink, it should show up a little bit more, although it is pale on the picture, but it's still pale even on this blue. I might even, when I do stitch this, I might change that colour of the little body of that little butterfly thing, but it's too light. So I gave it a shot, so that was aborted. So I did start it on the 15th of May, and I need to get fabric for it. Never mind, we gave it a shot. So I'd rather get new fabric than change all of the floss. So that's that one. So one fail. And then this one is the next one that I was going to start, and I was going to start this on the 25th, but I'm going to be at Dad's. Am I going to be at Dad's? I'm going to be at Dad's. And I probably want to change some of the colours as I go, because I kitted this up about 2 or 3 years ago, and I've got more colours now, more silks and stuff, so I probably want to change them. So I don't really want to start it at Dad's because I'll get annoyed if I can't change colours. B, I don't think I'm going to do this fabric. So again, having learnt from that other one, it's stitched on a blue fabric. What is the model on? Belfast Linen Jazz 5 Pictures Plus. Who knows? I've changed the colours quite a lot. I've gone a little more bolder, less pastel. I don't think I want to do it on this fabric. This fabric's so pretty. It's Rose Petals, 36 count Rose Petals by Country Stitch. I think I just want to go with something a bit lighter because I've gone more bold with my colours. I've taken it away from pastel. I don't think I want to use this pastel fabric. Also, I don't think I want to put this on my wall. So I'm probably going to pick something else out of my stash, but I'm going to leave it till I get home, and I'm going to start it in June. I do want to start it because I'm going to have to wait for that fabric anyway, and I do want to get it started. I'm really excited to see how my colour interpretation goes, but I don't think I want it on the blue fabric, and the whole point of this was, and this is a little bit too lavender, so I am probably not gonna stitch on this. In fact, I don't think I'm gonna stitch on that at all. So I might put this on the freebie table when I go to my retreat. It's so pretty. It's almost too pretty for me. I just don't really do, it is so pretty. It's such a pretty fabric. I just don't want to stitch on it, I don't think. So I think I'm gonna put this on the freebie table when I go to retreat. I've picked up some beautiful things at retreats over the last couple of years. I picked up nice fabric. So I think it's only nice that I can give back. So I've changed my mind. I'm just going to find something that's a little bit more neutral. And again, I've gone away from the pink and purple because I've gone with a darker violet and the fuchsia colour, because I want these to look like the fuchsias in my childhood. And anyway, what are plans, but if not something to destroy? So that's what's happening with that. But I'm glad I pulled them out and made that decision, really. So that's going to change, but when I get back, and yeah, I'm going to get some more fabric for the peacock, the butterflies. But yeah, fail. A fail and a half. That's pretty much it. I don't know what else I'm going to do this week. Oh yeah, so I'm only here for 3 days. Oh no, I do know. Do I know? No, I'm going to take that stuff to Dad. So yeah, I'll take the Halloween ball to Dad. So I'll just kit that up. I don't know what I'm going to stitch today and for the next couple of days. Well, Tuesday night I'm going to be out. So really it's only tonight and Monday night. I'm probably not going to get that much stitching. Nothing on Tuesday, and Wednesday night I probably won't get any stitching done. Thursday I probably won't get any stitching done because I'm going to be driving for 7-8 hours. And so I'm not really sure. It'll be a surprise. Some of these colours might end up making their way into here. Who knows? Like, you know, when I kitted this up, I didn't have these colours. So that's sort of an opportunity there that I might take advantage of. What else is going on? That's pretty much it. I might as well wrap it up. It's me waffling on about how I didn't get very far with the stitching. I'm going to see you all next week with a little update from Dad's. Someone else is mowing their lawns. Better go out and start mowing my lawns. I will see you all next week, and as always, don't let your needles rust. Ciao.